They pushed across beaches, clawed through dense forests, and endured unimaginable conditions on battlefields spanning the globe, the American infantrymen of World War II. We often see their iconic images, steel helmets, M1 Garands, but what did they really carry? What was the true weight of their sacrifice, physically represented by the gear strapped to their backs and slung over their shoulders? Today, we're going beyond the textbook and into the foxhole, meticulously examining the standard issue and surprising personal items that define the daily existence and often the survival of the American GI. This wasn't just equipment, it was their lifeline, their home, and their defense in the crucible of war. From the mighty M1 Garand to the smallest good luck charm, every item tells a story. The uniform and headgear, the second skin. Let's start with their second skin, the uniform. The M1 helmet wasn't just protection, it was a wash basin, a shovel, even a makeshift cooking pot. Consisting of a steel pot and a fiber liner, often adorned with camouflage netting, it was arguably their most recognizable piece of gear. Underneath, depending on the theater and climate, the typical uniform evolved. Early war saw the M1941 field jacket, wool shirt, and hardy HBT herringbone twill trousers. Later, especially in Europe, the more versatile M1943 uniform offered better layering and protection. Every man wore two sets of dog tags, one to stay with the body, one for graves registration. And of course, the boots. Sturdy service shoes paired with durable canvas gaiters, or later buckle boots, were critical for navigating unforgiving terrain from the mud of the Ardennes to the volcanic ash of Iwo Jima. The fighting load, the tools of war. Now, for the core of their combat effectiveness, their weapons. The iconic M1 Garand rifle was the backbone of the American infantry, a semi-automatic 30-06 caliber rifle fed by an 8-round N-block clip that ejected with that unmistakable ping. It offered superior firepower to most Axis bolt-action rifles. Every rifleman also carried an M1 bayonet, a close-quarters deterrent and a vital tool. Specialized roles might see soldiers carrying the lighter M1 carbine, ideal for officers or support personnel, or the formidable BAR Browning automatic rifle for automatic fire, or the rapid-fire Thompson submachine gun for squad leaders. Beyond their primary weapon, the fighting load included hand grenades, usually the pineapple fragmentation grenade, and often a smoke grenade for signaling or concealment. Ammunition was carried in canvas cartridge belts or bandoliers, ensuring they could sustain a firefight. The field gear, the essentials for survival. An infantryman's pack was his portable home. The M1928 haversack and later more comprehensive field packs held the bulk of their necessities. Key among these was the entrenching tool, a folding shovel, vital for digging foxholes, latrines, or even dislodging stubborn roots. Water was paramount, carried in a canteen with its felt-lined cover, often accompanied by a metal cup for heating water or making coffee. A small first aid pouch usually contained a crucial Carlisle bandage and sulfa powder for immediate wound treatment. Sustenance came in the form of K rations or C rations, often bland but calorie-rich meals designed to be eaten on the move. The gas mask bag, though the gas mask itself was often jettisoned once the threat receded, was frequently repurposed to carry extra ammo or personal effects. And for shelter from the elements, a shelter half, often paired with another soldier's to form a pup tent, and a poncho for rain. The personal effects. The touches of home. Beyond the issued gear, every soldier carried something personal, a tangible link to the world they left behind, or a small comfort in a brutal reality. Letters from home and photographs of wives, sweethearts, or family were treasured possessions, offering solace and motivation. Entertainment was simple, a deck of playing cards, dice for impromptu games, or a small harmonica. Cigarettes were a universal currency and stress reliever, often paired with a trusty Zippo lighter. Basic hygiene items like a toothbrush, a small shaving kit, and soap were essential for maintaining morale and preventing disease. The humble P-38 can opener was a miniature marvel, making sea ration cans accessible. Many carried a Bible or a religious medallion, seeking spiritual comfort. And then there were the small, often unique good luck charms, or sometimes a souvenir taken from a fallen enemy, a poignant reminder of the conflict and the human desire to find meaning amidst the chaos. The weight of it all, more than just gear. When you tally it all up, the uniform, the rifle, ammunition, entrenching tool, rations, water, shelter, and personal effects, the average American infantryman often humped anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds of gear, and that was before adding extra ammo, machine gun belts, mortar rounds, or medical supplies for specialized roles. This wasn't just weight, it was a constant burden on their bodies, impacting their mobility, endurance, and comfort. Yet every item was deemed essential for their mission, their survival, and their ability to fight. This collection of canvas, steel, leather, and fabric represents the physical manifestation of duty, resilience, and the sheer grit of the American GI. Understanding what these brave men carried gives us a deeper appreciation for the challenges they faced. It wasn't just a rifle, it was their constant companion. It wasn't just a uniform, it was their shield against the elements. It was the physical reality of being an infantryman in the greatest conflict in human history. What piece of gear surprised you the most, or what do you think was the single most important item? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into historical lit, please like this video, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next historical exploration. Thanks for watching.